Hello and welcome to Ninja Mutant Turtles Shredder's Revenge, episode 3. And the previous episodes have gone really well, nice and easy, nice and quick. Hopefully this one will follow suit, we shall see. I had to have a quick sneak preview at this. I'm just going to pick Raphael. And I must admit this isn't my favourite level. I kind of like it to an extent, but I don't understand. The previous levels were very much easy to play, you were moving around, and I quite enjoyed that, whereas this you're on a kind of like a skateboard, which I think is a cool idea. It's a variation of the previous ones. I understand why they would do that, but I think it's lost on me slightly. I quite like the previous levels where you were kind of just doing your own thing, and these are annoying as well. I already lost the challenge. I think these are just go on. I think sometimes they can do more than what they need to achieve. I mean, sometimes don't break, what's not broken, don't fix it kind of approach to use that phrase. And I think this game is very much on that, for me at least, it's very much on that. I liked how the previous levels were, all right, yes, you can have too much of the same thing. That is true. But sometimes it's just nice to stick with what you know. I mean, the game is what it is at the end of the day. It's an 80s, 90s inspired like platform game, if you like, and it is what it is. Mixing it up doesn't, for me personally, doesn't really add anything. Oh, how did I get hit by two cars? I have three cars. Constantly getting hit by those cars. Jeez, the motorbike's coming out. Yeah, I don't enjoy this level as much. There's various things that are slightly annoying. Excuse me. One being these little weird kind of like flying things. They are, for me personally, incredibly annoying. And also there's a type of enemy that comes up later on, which I'm not a huge fan of. Hopefully I don't completely die. I mean, in some ways it's nice that the game isn't so easy that you just fly through it as in previous levels. To be honest, that had been the case. There hadn't been necessarily much challenge. And I haven't got it on the highest difficulty level, so I can't say that if you did, you would fly through as easy, perhaps. But nevertheless, dear, I'm nearly dead again. These things are really annoying. I did die that time. That is not good. I like the kind of WWE German suplex kind of move there. Also, the weird thing about this particular level is the health is the same kind of pizza box thing, but it's on like a balloon, and it's surprisingly hard to get. When you're moving, this goes quite quick, which yeah, I understand. I just don't understand. I understand why they did that. That's on the pizza kind of box. I understand why they move so quick. You wouldn't. These are incredibly hard to get as well. A quick playthrough I had of this level just to see what it's like. And these are really annoying. They just move so quick. If you had motion sickness, this would not be the game level to play. You'd have to skip past this level because it really would cause you an issue. I would imagine this is so fast paced. I don't even have motion sickness, and I'm slightly my eyes are slightly getting a headache from playing this particular level. I hadn't had this in previous, but I just don't. These just seem a bit pointless. I mean, you can double jump and get them a little easier, but they just seem a little bit pointless for me personally. And like I say, the game, this particular level, I think a lot of it, including the boss at the end. Yes, I mean, you get a reward for getting jump attacks, but you're not getting them if you don't do that. So I don't understand necessarily what they're thinking there. It's just these are not as it's interesting they put stuff in that you have to kind of like really have to try to get. Not like you can easily hit these. And in a level, oh, frustrating. So I know if people are probably much better than me at this game and thus probably don't find this particularly challenging. I understand that. But as someone who's not claiming to be almost a amateur gamer, if you like, not claiming to be particularly great at these kind of games, is really struggling. I'm really struggling to take out these things. And you can hit them a couple of times, but then just stay there. You don't want to be kind of like really close to. Sorry about the button bashing element here as well. It's because I'm desperate not to die before I get near the boss. Again, as I know that the boss has followed suit with the rest of this level, is a bit of a frustrating character. There'll be a pizza on a box soon, I'm sure. Yes, I managed to get that. That's good, because that would have been a pain if I hadn't have achieved that. That is for sure. Now, I think we're probably really close to the boss. Yes, here we go. Now, the turtle thrashing monster truck. Turtle tenderizer. Nice. Right, let's have a go at this. Already it looks kind of annoying, but I mean, I'm being a bit critical, to be fair. I have loved this game up to now, so my criticism is purely one of disappointment rather than constant criticism. I actually don't have up to this point, I've really enjoyed playing this game. It's not, I'm not going to claim it to be the best game, but it's so easy. It has been up to this point so easy to play that I can't see a reason why any people with an interest in this franchise, as it were, wouldn't want to play. I mean, stylistically, it's great. It's a great game. Easy to play. I mean, this boss isn't crazy hard. If you've got health, I think you can get past this relatively easily. I'm literally just standing there now. And I managed to do it. So it's not necessarily the hardest boss, to be fair. But I didn't personally find that as good as the previous levels. I mean, not to be overly critical, perhaps, but I preferred the previous levels. I mean, it only took 5 minutes and 54 seconds. But my rating, if you had a rating on the screen, I would imagine wouldn't be as good on that one. And as much as I'm not claiming to be an expert, I think that's more the way the episode has been presented rather than my gaming ability. Now I'm just going to play through the next screen, because sometimes, like last time, got an indication of what the next level would be. I'm going to imagine there's a boss at the end at some point. Right, I'm going to leave it here with this episode. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like this video, and then hopefully we'll make another one soon. Thank you very much. Good.